I have? Okay, not yet, of course. We normally have more than 100 students. I mean, I can only get this kind of number if you guys get out of your way and invite all your friends from the various WhatsApp groups you find yourselves in. Yeah, tell them the class has begun. How do you tell them? We have the link that you guys have used to share to join this class. That link is the one that you share with them, and then you tell them, hey, ninjas, the class has begun. And remember, this is quite a short session, so we are not going to waste time. Today, we are looking at what we call the X lookup. Remember, in our very last class, before I went on leave, this time around I'm on leave, right? For about 2 weeks, but don't ask me which leave is that. All right, so before I disappeared, although I'll be coming, especially for this Excel, all right? So we were looking at the lookup functions, We're looking at the lookup functions, and if I remember very well, I was able to teach you guys how to do the VLOOKUP. Is there somebody who is able to remember what we did in VLOOKUP? You guys have forgotten. You guys have forgotten. You great people have forgotten. You great people have forgotten. Now, please remember, so now you have this kind of a table. You have this kind of a workbook that I've been able to share with you. And I want you to look for a worksheet called Lookup Basis. This one here. The Lookup Basis. Lookup Basis. Are you able to see Lookup Basis? Lookup Basis. So under Lookup Basis, ladies and gentlemen, I would want us to straight away, we've been given this kind of data. Yeah, product ID, product name, we have quantity, and then we have price. And then somebody comes and tells us, hey, we want you to look for 1053, a product called 1053. A product called 1053. So out of this product 1053, they want you to tell them what the product name is and how much is it going for, this 1053. And they want you to use XLOOKUP. So there are many ways you could use to capture this information on 1053 using XLOOKUP. One of the ways, you will simply come and click on product name. Click on product name. And once you click on product name, don't say equals, because now we are fixing a formula. Go up here, and then you click formulas. Now, once you click the formula, I want us to insert a function. You click insert a function. When you say click, or rather when you click the insert function, you're going to get this kind of a pop-up window. So this pop-up window, we simply want you to go there and say XLOOKUP. XLOOKUP. You simply type there XLOOKUP. Now you can see here, it's been presented to us in a blue form. Then we say, okay. So once we say, okay, I'll need to size it up. I'll come and hold it here by the head, and then I can move it a little bit, yeah? So this is what gives me the functional arguments. So like now they're asking me, what lookup value do you want? What is it that you're looking for? I'm looking for this product ID 1053. I just click there. And then lookup array, I come here, click here. So lookup array, you see, this is not the same as table array. You see, we are looking up for a product, and this product, you can see the products are found here. All right. So the lookup array, this 1053, they only want one column, not table. You know, for VLOOKUP, we were highlighting the entire table. Here they don't, they just want lookup array. So this lookup array, I can come on top here, and then I highlight the whole column. I highlight the whole column. And then they are asking me, what is the return array? What would you want returned about this lookup array? I want the product name. Click on the product name, and then you highlight the whole column like that. Now you can see these other arguments are not in bold. These other arguments, you can see they are not a must. All right. And the good thing with using this formula we are inserting, you'll be able to see, ladies and gentlemen, here that when you type, for example, you can see it's giving you answers automatically, like this G5, right? I got 1053. Table 19, lookup array, it's product ID, and they're giving them to you here, 1050, 1051, these ones here. All right. Return array, it is all about the product names, and you're being given the product names here. And you can see straight away, it has given me a suggested answer that whatever I'm looking for is milk. So even before I say, okay, I'll be able to see that 1053 here is milk. 1053 is milk, which I'm looking for. So then when I come and say, okay, ladies and gentlemen, what am I getting here? It's milk that I'm getting there. It's milk that I'm getting here. Is there somebody who has been able to do exactly what I've been able to do, ladies and gentlemen? Anybody who has been able to do what I'm doing? Lost. Do you have the data? Do you have the data? No worksheet. I'll be able to share again here. So I'll be able to share here. So it is RCM. It is RCM final worksheet. Open. So Eric is sharing the screen, which is very good. Yeah, I will repeat. No worries. I will repeat. Yeah, no worries. I will repeat. But first of all, we see what Mr. Eric has for us. Let's see what Mr. Eric has for us. You can see Eric was not following the method I was using. That's why it disappeared. Eric, if you don't mind, this is my next thing to do. Please allow me to teach you this first. Yeah, Office 365 does not have XLOOKUP. It must be having. It is 2021 and above, Christine, must be having. 2021 must be having. Allow me to repeat a little bit. Okay, not this one. Not this one. Now, why do I have to teach you the longer way? Because at times, ladies and gentlemen, you may be surprised that people get to forget these small formulas. But whenever you know the one of inserting, the formula, you can always revert back to it. So now this is what I want us to do. For the students who have been able to send this table, I would want you to, this is the RCM Excel workbook. So go to the worksheets, So these worksheets move slowly until you see a worksheet called Lookup Basis. Click there. It's an inner interview. You'll be given a worksheet that has got like 20,000 rows, many rows. And somebody, a cheeky person, will come and tell you, give me information about a product called 1055, for example. All right. And then I'll be able to come and remember, we have a lookup function in Excel. And this lookup function in Excel, I mean, there could be, there are many. We have VLOOKUP, HLOOKUP. XLOOKUP is the mother of all. All right. Now I'm not using equals here. First of all, I'm teaching you how to insert a formula. So how do I get to know the product name for this 1055? So I will click on product name, and then I go to this formulas. And then we shall be able to say here, insert function. When I say insert function, don't start typing anything other than the function you want. So like now I want XLOOKUP. You can see already it has popped up. It's here. Just double click. So when you double click, you can see it has already popped up. And it's asking you very simple arguments, very simple reasonings here. It's asking you to provide the lookup value. What do you want? This cheeky person wanted me to look up for a product 1055 like that. So I click 1055. Then I go to lookup array. So lookup array, I click on lookup array. So this lookup array, you can see I'm looking for 1055. Where is this arranged? You know, array is another word for arrangement. So, you know, they don't want us to do like the entire table array like we do in VLOOKUP. No. Here they want us, ladies and gentlemen, to just go for the lookup array, the lookup column. The column that houses this 1055, it is here. So you click here, and then you highlight the whole. So you can say Control-Shift, down arrow. Control-Shift down, and you can see it has organized this for you, product ID 1050. It has organized them down. Then you come to the return array. What do you want returned? What I want returned is the product name, this one here. So I will click here, Control-Shift, down arrow, like that. These two which are not bold, if not found, put in this case here, for example, not available. These are not in bold. So they're not a must. So you come and say what here? Okay, you're finished. So you'll be able to see 1055. 1055 is OMO. All right, is OMO. And I can come and do the same for price. So for price, what do? I click on price, and then I say formulas, and then I come here and say insert function, and then I want this XLOOKUP. I don't even have to type because I can see it here, most recently used. So the lookup value still is the same product because I want the price of the product. So I want this 1055. I come to this one. All right. So the lookup array is where we find the column where we find this 1055 is here. The whole arrangement like that. Come to return array. What do I want returned this time around? What I want returned this time around is the price. The price is here, the one I want returned. So I come here, do like that. And then I should be able to come and say what here? Okay. So when I say, okay, you can see this thing is going $4 what here? 48.3. If you see 1055, it's OMO. The price is 48 point. And the good thing with this model is very, very dynamic. If, for example, I come here and change this to 1066, and then I say enter, you'll see it is cheese going for 42.66. 10.6. Cheese going for 42.66 like that. So is there somebody who has been able to reach where Mwalimu has reached by any chance? And I can see we are now 90 something. Anybody who has been able to? Catherine, are you able to share? Because I'm so sure most of your machines, most of your Excels may not be having the lookup function. May not be having the lookup function. XLOOKUP. Okay, so I repeat for the last time. It's very easy. So I can start with this. And just rub. So please click inside here. Now I'm looking for the product name of 1066. So once I click on the product name, I will come straight away to formula. All right. Formula. And then I say insert formula. So when I say insert formula, I'll be able to say XLOOKUP. XLOOKUP. Yeah. Even before I finish, I'm able to see it here. So XLOOKUP like that. All right. Now, once I say XLOOKUP, now you can see the arguments dialog box. So they want us to give them the lookup value. This 1066 is what we are looking for. This 1066 will be followed by its array. Where is it aligned? So we have here lookup array. So lookup array is here under the product. This 1066 is here. So you take the whole column, Control-Shift down. And then you come and tell me the return array. So return array, you click on this return array, you want product name returned. Control Shift down. You are done. Okay. Geez. Come and do the same for price. So price, you click on price, don't say equals. Whenever you're inserting a formula, don't say equals. You simply click on price, come to this formula, and then you say insert function. We want this X lookup. What is the lookup value? It is still the product ID. A lookup array, the lookup array, we know this 1066, where is it found? It's found here. You move like that. Then return array, what do you want on the return array? You want the price returned, the price there. Then you'll be able to come and say, okay, you have it. And then you can now keep on changing this the way you wish. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, this is something that I would want to, yeah, present to you. So, but first of all, I would want to give you like 2 minutes to practice. You're telling me whether you've been able. Okay, nice. Now, I hope everybody now has this Excel. I hope everybody has this Excel. All right. All right. All right. You guys, I can guess something. Today is not like your usual day. I can see you are saying you're floating quite a lot. Trust you me, it's easy. There are two things. It's either you don't have that X lookup or you are fearing. Don't fear. Trust you me, this is a very easy thing. Don't fear. And it's like now, 𝐾𝐜𝐲𝐿, you don't have X lookup. You don't have X lookup. Catherine has managed. Yeah. Don't fear. It's the easiest. Now, in the interest of time, I will repeat the same concept, but now using a different approach. Using a different approach. So then the one that I would want to use, ladies and gentlemen, is this one here. So please, I hope now everybody has this Excel workbook. Please move around with this until you get what we call the lookup basis, just a base for teaching us how to get this X lookup. And once you get this, then we have come and guess any, not guessing, but you must pick from the one that we have here, like 10, 52. So you're starting from scratch. Now this time round, I'm using a function from my database. So I have to pull it by saying equals. All right. So once you say equals, first of all, are we there really, all of us? Are we there really, all of us? Are we there really, all of us? I just have to come and write something like home, just something like home, to ensure, ladies and gentlemen, that this is well aligned. Yeah, like when I started, please listen. When I started typing here equals, what happened? This equals has come at the middle. In Excel, when you have equals coming at the middle like that, you're going to get a problem. So then you can come and write anything. Just write anything, like for example, whatever. Say enter, click outside, that is enter. When you say enter, come back home here and align this thing to the left. Always align this thing to the left. Always align it to the left. Is there somebody who has been able to do that? Is there somebody who has been able to align their words, whatever words you write? When you come here home, you can either have this centered or you align it to the left. Somebody has been able to do that, because when you have your equal starting at the center, you always have issues. You always have issues. How do you do this? You can even write just one letter. It doesn't have to be many letters. You can even write just one letter, then you say enter, or you click outside. And then you use now this one, and ensure that you are aligned left. I've always gotten people fail. You can align even right here. You can align anywhere. So that when I start now doing my Excel, when I say equals, I will be able to pull X lookup. So I say equals, and then I start typing X lookup like that. Then what are we looking up for? It is this 1052. You say comma. Where is the lookup array? Not table array, but lookup array. This lookup, it is in this product here. Control Shift, down arrow. So here you are following this syntax. You come and say comma, return array. What do you want to return? You want the product name. So here, like that. If you look at this very, very well, you'll see if not found, these are in square brackets, meaning that they're not a must. You simply come and enter. When you enter, you go to get 1052 as the peanut. I repeat. So here I'm using this functionality equals. When I say equals, I realize, hey, there is a problem. What is the problem? My equals is coming at the middle. This concept of middle, dangerous. Middle is very, very dangerous. So it means, ladies and gentlemen, the best thing here is to come back here and ensure that you have this thing beginning from left aligned. Never forget that. We must start this from the left. We must start this from the left. And then I'm not using VLOOKUP, I'm using XLOOKUP tab. So the lookup value, it is this 1052 that I'm after. From there, you say comma because you see we are following this. So now they want lookup array, the 1052 array, the 1052 column. So the 1052 column is here, is there. Control Shift, you highlight the whole of it, or you just highlight using mother tongue. You're following this thing, it tells you to say comma. Return array, what do you want returned? I want the price returned. So come here, Control Shift, you go down. Like that. And then now you can enter like that, and you'll be able to get 1052 is peanut, which is going for 42.32. So 1052 is peanut going for 42. And now you can keep on changing this, because now this is automated. You can come and say 1060, for example. 1060, for example, enter. You get bread like that. So is there somebody who has been able to do this, my friends? My friends, anybody who has been able to do this? I can see guys dancing here. Anybody who has been able to do exactly what Mwalimu has done? Great. Ladies and gentlemen, I have less than 10 minutes. In this less than 10 minutes, as accountants, how do we use this XLOOKUP at our workplaces? This is normally what we do as accountants at our workplaces. In most cases, I've used this. I would want you to come here and look at joining data. Joining data. So this joining data, I would want us to come here. You can see we have a table here. So somebody comes and tells you, hey, do a pivot table out of this. But I'm seeing blanks and regions. I'm seeing so many blanks. So then what I'm supposed to do is to come and get these sales reps. Which region are they operating in, first of all? And I can see this is a lookup function. And XLOOKUP is very good because I have this table giving me the sales reps versus their regions. So I will come here and say equals XLOOKUP tab. Lookup value, it's sales rep I'm looking for. I'm following this, so I say comma. So after I say comma, lookup array, all right? Where are you finding these sales reps? Don't search on the same column, eh? So the sales reps are on this table now. Come and click on top here. You must use Control-Shift down. Control-Shift down, because these are huge table. You can see it's going to 75. I'm in not very huge, 75. And then say comma, because now you're following this. So what do you want returned? You can go back using this. You want these regions returned back. So Control-Shift, down arrow. Oops, I went very high. I went very high. No worries. No worries. Yeah, it is coming here nicely. And then, ladies and gentlemen, when I just say enter, you'll be able to see now they've been able to fill the region for me. They've been able to fill the region for me. All right. Please allow me to do something here as I repeat. Price is also missing. So the price is also missing. So if I come back here, I can see price is missing. Not a problem. I'll be able to fill price from this other table. I'll be able to join. So I'll be able to come here and say XLOOKUP equals XLOOKUP before I start repeating. Now, this XLOOKUP, this time round, I want the prices of my products. The prices of my products. So when I say lookup value, I want first product here that I'm looking for is bread. So the lookup value is bread. Then I say comma. Once I say comma, they want lookup array. Where do we find bread in other table? Not inside now this table. In another table here, bread is here. It's here. So I'll repeat this, ladies and gentlemen. I'll repeat this, ladies and gentlemen. Bread is there, Control-Shift. I move down. Then I say comma. Then they want me to give them the return array. It is the prices I want. So you come here, Control-Shift down. And then you should be able to come and do what here? Enter. When you enter, you get, in this case here, the prices auto-filled for you. How do we get sales revenue? To get sales revenue, we normally take price times quantity. In accounting, we use this every day. We normally take this price or quantity, Shift 8 times this price. And then you say enter. Because it's a table, you are able to get, in this case here, everything filled up for you. Now, because I have a full table, I can come here right away, and then I say insert. This time around, a recommended pivot. So when I say recommended pivot, I've taken time to understand, like sum of price, this will not make sense to me. Sales with the regions, this now makes sense to me. So I'll be able to come here, click this, say okay. So I have my pivot, like total sold in East, total sold in Midwest, South, etc. Perfect. So I can come and try the product. This is products, put here first. No, this looks too big. So I can carry back products here to columns. It doesn't look good either, because a pivot table is supposed to be what here? It's supposed to be a dashboard. It's supposed to be summary. What if I interchange? I take this product here and I take the region here. Perfect. Perfect. So yeah, I'm able to get here my products very nicely. My regions are here, and I'm able now to answer so many questions. Before I repeat, somebody may want you to come and put a pivot chart. So you come and do it this way. Okay, so now you have, I can now collapse this. So come and put this somewhere here, nice like that. And now you can use now these to even, so you can come and select all of them. And for example, choose bread. Maybe you want to compare bread and juice to see the movements. Say, okay. So we go to see here bread and juice, and this has also behaved. They are quite intertwined, quite similar. So I would want to repeat because I'm so sure here, so many guys have not seen anything here. So but first of all, before I repeat, have you seen that this is something that is very interesting? Have you seen that this is something that is very, very interesting? Anybody who has seen that this really is something that is really, really interesting? Yeah. It's magic, I can tell you. It's magic. Dancing, Gladys already has done it. Where you guys are letting me down a little bit, you are not, well, mastered, yes. You haven't yet acquired your Excel latest. You haven't, it is. You haven't yet acquired your latest Excel. I wish everybody would acquire this latest. Yeah, Pala, I gave you a shortcut here. Somebody can tell Pala what they need to do. From 2021 is very good. From 2021 is very good. There is a guy called Maxwell who sells. There is also another ninja here who sells at a very low price, really. I even wonder why you don't want. Great. He sells at that figure, which I don't want to mention live here on YouTube. It will be quite bad. It has 𝐿ookup, yes. It has 𝐿ookup, yes. So will you be able to buy it now? Will you be able to buy? The Excel that I'm using, I'll be able to give. So if there is any student who has not joined any college for BDA, RCM is the best BDA center, BDA training center. Yeah, you simply need to give us a call and we shall be able to do what here to assist you. All right. So our number is 0719 525 000. 0719 525 000. Eric, I teach all classes, only that this time around I've taken some leave, a 2 weeks leave. Don't ask me why. So you'll not be able to see me, but you know, we have very, very good guys on the ground. Yeah, like now BDA, we do BDA 5 times a week. The students who are here who are doing BDA, have you started doing BDA 5 times a week or not yet? We do BDA 5 times a week. Yeah, this week, yeah, 5 times a week. Alex, I haven't taught that under referencing and formatting. I haven't taught that. Improve my Excel knowledge for my workplace, which is very, very good. Yes. So then, Paula, please buy this Excel 2021. So I don't think I should repeat because I think most of you guys don't have this new Excel. Is it possible we do this? We repeat this entire session tomorrow at 1, assuming that all of you will have bought the Excel. Because all these ninjas who are telling me, let's repeat, it's not their problem. It's not that they are not grasping. They don't have this functionality. So we repeat tomorrow, but now you have to do me one favor. If you are following me on YouTube, ensure that you are subscribing. Yeah, and ensure that you are liking. You must like this video. Yeah, that'll be very, very good. And then, of course, my Zoom students, please continue. YouTube name is Joshua Aura. Normally use Joshua Aura. At 1, yeah, it will be at 1, yes. Thank you, Eric. Eric, I like your spirit. Eric is one guy who is really having a very good spirit. But Eric, please buy buy. And if in case, for example, you are here and maybe you don't have a job and you can't afford that 300, Mwalimu doesn't have a problem, I can promote you. Yeah, anybody, 1 or 2 students, not everybody, I'm not that rich, 1 or 2 students, yeah. Or you have 2021, great, 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 great. The practice Excel, I was almost forgetting this. So that is it. We've now come to the end of our today's training. Thank you so much. Molu, unfortunately, this MacBook is one of the most expensive laptops that we have around. You'll get a good MacBook going for 200,000, but I don't find it to be very user-friendly. Yeah, you know how iPhones and Apple, basically, they want to have very different products. Yeah, I would rather you just get a normal machine. This is a normal machine. Otherwise, we shall be having issues in between Molu. I know it's quite advanced. I've worked with it. I know, but I mean, you know them, for example, where we are talking about control, they use command. They use so different things, very different things. How can I get a hard copy? Eric, you don't need a hard copy, Eric. Eric, I'm assuming you're even like half my age. Eric, your age mates in this case are talking about everything soft, 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 soft. Yeah. Because even in your exam, everything will be soft. We don't want to give you anything hard. Yeah, that really that's how we move. Just like that day, somebody was calling me, telling me that Mwalimu, I would want to study physically. Why? Why? No. I mean, the world is changing. You guys are going to be working for Swedish companies when you are in Kenya. You will be working for US companies when you are in Kenya. So things are online. So if you call me about hard things, about hard this, it's a language I don't understand. Caro, you don't upgrade. You simply buy. Caro, you'll buy. You'll buy. There is a ninja will be able to send to you that link. You buy from Maxwell. You buy from Maxwell. Somebody has sent his number here, or any other person. Yeah, and he sells this at a very low price. We don't update. You need to just buy. It's remote, yes. It's remote control. Wherever you are, that guy will sort you. Otherwise, thank you very much. Let's have our lunch, and I wish you. These guys want me to mention the figure live when I'm live somewhere. Type for them. Give them the number again. It's a very low price. It's a very low price. It's a very, very low price. Yeah, bye. Thank you, Carol. Bye. Bye, everybody. Please bye. Bye. Contact, I'll be able to get it. I don't have his contact number. I'll be able to get it.